Hi, good evening. When I first got the message from Scott asking if I'd record something for Testimony Tuesday, I must admit to being a bit hesitant about speaking on camera. I know this will come as a surprise to some of you, as I'm sure you spend most of our conversations wishing I would just stop talking. But I thought about it, realised it was something I had to do, and so I looked up the definition of the word. Testimony, a declaration of truth or fact. So what is my truth? My parents both have a strong moral compass. They believe very much in fairness and justice and in helping people, and that's how they raised me. And even now, they still give me a good sense of right from wrong. But I wasn't brought up in a Christian home in that sense. They are from either side of the Reformation divide, and I suppose religious bias about their relationship at the time put them off their own faith. But my mum made us go to Sunday school. My older brother went for a while. My sister went, and she even ended up marrying the minister's son eventually. So I was guaranteed to be a regular at the church. My memories of Sunday school, and if I'm being honest, my memories of most things before the age of 40 are now pretty vague, but I do remember the day I became a Christian. The Bible class was run by two contrasting characters. There was Maureen, who was a church mum. She was in the choir. She was one of the most gracious and gentle people you'd ever care to meet. And then there was John, a businessman who was a real born-again, firebrand, in-your-face kind of Christian. I was 12 or 13 at the time, and I can't even recall the run-up to it. But I remember at the end of that Sunday's lesson, John offering us the chance to ask for forgiveness, to ask Jesus into our lives, to pray with us. And I felt compelled to say yes. So they prayed with me, laid hands on me, and something inside me broke. I felt what I can only describe as a wave washing, not over me, but through me. And I found myself in a flood of tears and runny nostril effluent. And there's nothing that says more about the love of God in a human being than letting them cry and snivel all over your hands, as Maureen did for me that day. It was a weird moment, scary, but followed by feelings of joy and of being lifted up. And I know that moment set me on a path. For a few years, I was active in the Bible class and then the youth fellowship. I helped run it at one point. It's the reason I took up the guitar, and I'm sure that pleases some of you more than others. We ran summer missions, youth events at which I helped out. We met up with other youth fellowships. We went to things like PowerPoint on a regular basis. A few of us put a band together and we played youth cafes and summer missions for other churches. I even paired up with this amazing young woman from the youth group. But the truth is, I haven't always followed that path. I got older, I got a job, got married to that same amazing young woman from the youth group, got a mortgage, had children, got a big TV, got decent broadband. I ended up doing all the things I thought the world wanted me to do, and while I haven't lost faith, I have let God take a back seat. The truth is that I'm a sinful man, and I will always be a sinful man, and that I have lived a mostly selfish life, and my faith has hobbled along behind me for so long. My last full-time contract ended in February. Coronavirus hit us at the same time, and so I entered this weird time of lockdown with a bleak view of the future and a one-legged faith. It's been hard, and while we're still a fair way away from real difficulty, near the start I was actually properly stressed and panicking inside about work and finances and some sort of normality. But Heather has been a great strength and kept me sane. I spent more time in the Bible and in prayer in the last 6 months. Still not nearly enough. I'm not saying I've suddenly become Billy Graham overnight, but I feel closer to God now than I have been in a while. And I've been encouraged by some timely passages appearing in the Bible app. Matthew says, "So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries." James says, "When trouble comes your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy." And a couple of things from Paul. He says, "God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love him." And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ. And I think that's my truth now. I feel God is using this time to steer me gently back to the path. I feel that if I ask, He'll take the mistakes I make and the problems I face, and He won't make them disappear, but He will work them together for my own good. And I feel like I'm experiencing some of that peace. And I know it won't always be like this. It's a work that is continually in progress, but at least that's still progress. Thank you.